In the small, sleepy town of Abbeville, Alabama, nestled deep in the heart of the American South, there lurked a legend that sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls. This legend was whispered around campfires, shared in hushed tones in darkened alleys, and passed down through generations. It was the legend of Huggin Molly. The story of Huggin Molly began centuries ago, a dark tale that seemed to blend fact with fiction. Molly was said to be a tall and imposing woman, her figure cloaked in a long, tattered black dress that swept the dusty streets as she walked. Her eyes, the color of coal, were said to pierce the very soul of anyone unfortunate enough to meet her gaze. As the legend went, Huggin Molly had been a normal woman once, a loving mother and wife who lived in Abbeville. But something had happened to her, something that twisted her spirit and transformed her into a terrifying figure of the night. No one could agree on the details, but the most common version of the story claimed that her husband had died tragically, and she had never been the same since. The townsfolk dreaded encountering Huggin Molly, not just because of her imposing presence, but because of her peculiar habit. She was called Huggin Molly because she had a strange compulsion to embrace anyone she came across. But her hugs were not warm and comforting. They were bone-crushing, suffocating, and left her victims trembling with fear. It was said that those who had been hugged by Huggin Molly would never be the same again, plagued by nightmares and anxiety.